Hello, my name is Rishikesh and this is ChecksRay. ChecksRay is a SaaS-based web application which is built on top of the artificial intelligence and deep learning models. The main purpose of the ChecksRay web application or SaaS application is to classify 14 different kinds of diseases, some of which include pneumonia like thoracic diseases. The application is way too simple. That is what I'm going to demo right now. So you can choose the checks text array which you want to upload. So here are a few of the examples. So I'll upload this one. This is the image that you're going to upload. Once you press the predict button, the AI will now process the text array and give you the result. As you can see, this is the predicted result from the AI application and a report is generated. So this is the localization of the disease. So according to the ChecksRay AI, this is the location of the pathology cardiomegaly. And you can go back and choose other X-rays as well. So you can see this is some other disease and the localization of the disease. So now let's start with the explanation of this application. So the application is built with Python programming language, and the AI as well is built on Python programming language, being uh, TensorFlow and Keras being the backbone framework for building the AI. So you can see the application can do certain tasks like load images, get output layer, create the grad cam which we can see, uh, and predict what exactly is the disease, render the home page, and then you can also upload. This is right now running on localhost. You can also change the IP addresses and port number. Right now it's running on port 5000. The project also comes up with a requirement.txt file. These are the bunch of requirements you will need along with their versions. So Bleach 1.50, you can see GeoNicon for web 19.90, all these are mentioned. So let's say you want to recreate this SaaS application, uh, you can just go to this thing to your terminal and just say -r requirements.txt, and this command will install all these applications, so you can basically run the exact same application with the same code. The project also comes with a readme file, so this readme will give you the exact example and the procedure how you want to recreate the project. You can visit the readme on the GitHub page. So this is my GitHub page and this is the application code. You can find it here. This will tell you what to do. First you need to clone, then install the requirements, and then run the application. You can run it on your local host, or you can deploy it on uh, on the cloud. So right now I've deployed extra application Heroku Cloud. So you can just go to this website and run the same application. So as you can see, the web app is now opened here. So you see, this is the checksray.herokuapp.com. So this is not running on the local machine, but it's running on the cloud, and it works the same way. And this is the resource page. So you can see overview. This is the dashboard for my checksray web application. So here I've created the pipeline. You can see what all commands I'm running in this Docker container. These are my latest activities. These are resources. Right now I'm running on free tier, so it's not charging me anything. This is my GitHub which have linked to it. So anything we do changes on the code will automatically deployed. It's a part of continuous integration and continuous deployment. The cloud is hosted in United States. This is the stack, that is the data center, and this is the Python application. So going back to the model, so this is the repository, and we have also included a notebook for the AI model. So it takes time to load. Well then, yeah. So this is the one. So you can try. You can open it in Colab and make changes to this code, and build your own custom model. And you can also refer it. So these are the libraries. This is the framework for AI which we have used. This is TensorFlow and Keras we have used here, and for sklearn for basic data operations, numeric computation. So yeah, you can see this is the model architecture. So the model layer is of 121 layers. We tried multiple models such as ResNet 50, ResNet 21, DenseNet 121, DenseNet 159, DenseNet 169, DenseNet 201. So out of which DenseNet 121 yielded the most promising results. So this is the proper architecture. It's going to be 121 layers. This is the architecture. What should be the input? So this is the input, and this is the output of the layer. So this is how the process goes, and then it is dense into the activation. You can also see the visual representation of the model. So this is the visual representation, how exactly it's working. So this layer has this input of 2828 by 224 and outputs of 2828 by 224. This is a pooling redo layer, that's why. And we have concatenated the results of the previous layer as well as the previous batch. This is how the dense network, and that's how we are solving the problem of vanishing gradient descent. These are skip connections. So yeah, this file will give you the exact code which we have done for the model. The So the web app also includes the static HTML, CSS, the page which we have designed, template. So this is the HTML page we have designed in JavaScript for the web page. The model directory has this bestbit.h5. So this is the Keras model. This model is in binary form, so that's why you can't really read it. This is all in binary. So this is reverse engineer. So we have reason why we have done this is because no one can reverse engineer the model. What is the exact architecture? What are the exact weights? That's why we have serialized it into a H5 file, so that nobody can reverse engineer our AI. So yeah, so you can just go through this if needed. Also, running the application is as easy. All you need to do is go to the directory where the project is there, copy the path, change directory into the path. So I have created an environment using this requirement.txt file. You can create it again. So I'll activate the environment. The name of the environment is Chexray. So as you can see, Chexray is activated. So all my requirements for the project are already there, and I will run the Python application. App.py. So as you can see, it's gathering up resources. This is the model, the best with H5. Now it's running the Flask application. It takes time for the first time. Yes, you can see the app is now running on localhost port 5000, and you can just open a new browser and type localhost 5000, and the app is running.